Hello all, welcome to Kabir Automation channel. In today's video, we will be seeing how to work with JavaScript functions. So let us know, first we will see what is JavaScript function. So JavaScript function is a block of statement which will perform a specific task. JavaScript function is executed when something invokes it or calls it. The syntax for JavaScript function is first we need to write the function is as a keyword, then the name of the function, then it might contain the parameters or might not, and then inside the curly braces we have to write the code or statements to be executed. So why functions are required? So whenever any reusable code we are writing or any operation we have to do multiple times, then instead of writing the same code multiple times, we can create the functions, and whenever it requires we can run or call it to perform that action. So we'll see it practically how we can use the JavaScript function and work with it. So let us come to Visual Studio. So I'll create JavaScript function .js is an extension. Yeah. So first, how to write the function? So function, as I said, we have to write the function as a keyword. Then we can write the name. So suppose add, we are writing the name of the function, and then we are trying to add a and b. So inside curly braces we can write console.log for print, and inside it we can write a plus b. So this is the simple syntax for function, where this function is having two parameters a and b, and we are performing the addition here. And then how to call this function? We have to write the function name, add, and as it is taking two parameters, so we'll pass two parameters, 20, 10. That's it. So if we save it and run this program, we'll open in new terminal. Yeah, and then we can write node javascript.js, and you can see 30 is getting printed. So that means this function is doing that addition. This is example 1. So in example 1 we have seen how to pass the parameter and call the function to do the operation. I'll comment it. We'll see the example 2. In example 2, function can also return the operation instead of printing it. So how to do that? So from same example we'll take function name as add, a and b we are sending the parameter, and here instead of printing it we are returning. So for return we have to use the keyword return and then perform the operation a plus b. So to print this result we have to first, since it is returning it, so how to call it? So we have to write the function name, pass the parameters, and then since it once we are passing this 2 and 3 as a parameter, it is returning the result. So we need to store this result in a variable. I'll save it in a result res variable, and then we can print it. Yeah. So now if you run this same, it will give the same result. One second. So here, since we are printing it, we have, without double quote, we have to write console.log and result. Now you run it, you will get the result. So 3 plus 2 equal to 5. So this is example 2, where we are returning the value with parameter. Now we will see the example 3. Example 3. Now suppose we have one function which doesn't have any parameter inside it. So in that case, we can write directly console.log and the message. So now since this function doesn't have any parameter, to call it, we just have to write the function name, and there will be no parameter. That's it. Save the file and run it. You can see it's printing the message. So in the same example, without parameter function, we can return the message also. So how to, the syntax for this will be example 3, example 4 we'll see. So same function will write without any parameter. However, we are returning the value. So we'll write same message inside return. Since it is returning the value, now to show this message, we have to store in a variable, and then that message we have to print this way. So we can do this way also, and instead of saving it in a variable, we can directly pass this in console.log also, this way. So in place of message, we'll direct pass the function name, and if you print it, it will give the same result. Yeah. So these are the ways how we can call the function, write the function. So functions can have parameter, may have parameter, or might not have parameter also, and it can return or it may not return the value also. So this way function works. Now we'll see one real-time example so that we'll be more clear about it. So in real-time example, we'll create one HTML file. As you know, to embed the JavaScript program, we have to write the HTML code first, and inside that JavaScript program we have to write. So we are creating one basic HTML file. So first we'll create the HTML basic file once. Head tag. In head we'll write the name as calculator. After head, I'll create two input text field. So I'll keep the ID as val1 and close this. I'll take one more input ID. I'll keep val2 close it, and then we'll create one button. We'll create the button name as IDBTN. We'll keep the name of the button as add. Then till now, if you see, we have created one header called calculator, two input text field, and then one button for addition. So if you wish to run this, you can right click on it and open with live server. So you'll be able to see there are. So I'll open side by side. Yeah. Now you can see there is a calculator where we can write, like we can give inputs to text field, and if you click on addition there will be no operation, since this is a basic HTML file, and to create the dynamic behavior or dynamic operation we have to write the JavaScript code here. So till now there are only three operation we have to keep in mind here. First, we have to collect the value whichever user is getting inputted, and then once you click on add, then the result of the addition we need to show somewhere. So to show somewhere we have to create one placeholder where we can show the result. So for that, after button I'll create one paragraph. ID will keep it, name it as a result, and we'll close it. So if you save, there is no change because it is a empty paragraph tag. Now after we'll create a body I will keep empty. After that, to write the JavaScript code we have to use the tag script. Inside script we have to write the JavaScript codes now. So for JavaScript code, the first what we have to do, whatever user will input over here, that we have to get the value. So for that we'll use document dot get element by ID. You can use get element by class name or by name, since we have used only ID. So get element by ID. Then ID I have given the name as val1, so I'll give the name and dot value. So this value will save it in one variable. So let a equal to inside a variable we are saving this value. The same way we'll save the other text, input text also. So we'll change it to val2, and here we'll save it inside b, another variable. So now we have to create the function also first. So inside function we have to write the code. So first function name will give add to number, and inside this we'll write this code. Okay, so we have captured the value of this text field and this text field, and we have stored into A and B. Next is we have to do the addition operation. So that for that, simple A plus B. But since A and B is a integer value and we want to do the addition operation here, we have to use one function called parse int. So because since we are converting the value of a from text to integer, we have to use this, or else it will create only the concatenation. That means like 10 and 20 if we provide, then it will just print 10 and 20. And if we change it to integer and then do the operation, then it will be saving into it will do the proper arithmetic operation. So here this result we have to store into one variable result. So I am saving it to one variable result, and then after after this addition operation, we have to show the result. For result, we have created one empty paragraph ID. So there we'll write document dot get HTML, get element by ID, and we'll write this ID. We have to get element by ID, and we have to use this dot inner HTML equal to, we have to print this. So what we are doing, we are taking two values which user has input, then we are doing arithmetic operation here, and then that result we are storing inside that empty paragraph. So now, and one more operation we have to do, that we have to call this. So to call, when we will be calling, when user will click on that add button. So document dot get element by ID, then we'll take this and perform on click operation. On click operation, we have to call this function. So now I have saved it. We'll just provide 10, 20. If you click on add, you can see the addition is happening and it is printing inside that paragraph. The same way we can create more operation over here. So suppose we want to along with addition, we want to do multiplication and division, then multiplication, or we want to do the subtraction. For that also we can create it. So first we'll create two more button. So I am copying 2 times. So we'll change the name as subtraction and multiplication. Change the button name also, sub and multiplication MUL. So you can see 3 buttons has created. So same operation we have to do. We have to create 2 more times. So I am just copying it 2 times, and now we'll change it. Here we'll change the value, and we'll change the function name also. Give sub to number. Here also we'll change it sub to number, and here we'll change the operation value with minus. The same way we'll change here the button ID, and here we'll do multiplication, and here the function name also will change accordingly with multiplication. Now you save it. Now 10 to, you can see addition is 12, subtraction is 8, multiplication is 12. So this way inside HTML we can embed the JavaScript code and create dynamic nature in our programming. So there are 3 operations majorly we have done here. User, whichever value user is input here, we are